is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wait. Check 25.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10.
Throwing on second down. Jackson flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Escaping. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Pull it high.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Hey, ball. Pilot, 64, weak.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah. They
got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Got a man open. It's Wims. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Matt Judon there to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Mike, check, 59. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. He's crazy.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Now Jackson on third down. Flushed out right. He finds Roberts complete. A gain of 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And an alley to run. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
General West. Check 31. Jam.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Finding Gabriel complete. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Lock in, lock in.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Brandon Carr there to make the stop. From the 29, Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. On 1st down, Trubisky. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And Robinson with a big catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Trubisky now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Alert, 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 alert. Watch the edge. Shoot. Hey, ball.
61, matchbox, lights.
Lock in.
Again, it's Trubisky. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Pinheiro is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
180. Here we go. Hey, ball.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Switch. Alert.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Well, Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. Well, coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl prediction. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Go to EA.com/theprediction to check it out. And keep playing Madden to feed the machine and tell us who you think will win as well. Again, it's EA.com/theprediction.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
That's good. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, 18. Tighten up. Kill. Alert.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 22 yards as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The extra point up and good. Back now at Soldier Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
9 yards. It's second down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
49, check 49, check 49.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Bynes gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's now 3rd down.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 55 yards. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He finds Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 32 yards as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Jackson now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it.